Let's ask our next guest about these announcements and his expectations for the space. Joining us is Stacey Rasgon, senior U.S. semi-analyst at Bernstein. Stacey, I know it's loud and crazy there. Hopefully you can hear us okay. These stock moves are unbelievable. Like Texas Instruments is up 8%. Is that justified?
Yeah. It's up. Most of the analog names are up due to Microchip, who had another small positive pre-announcement at the show. It's their second one of the quarter. And so, people have been eager for quite a while to play sort of the analog bottoming and recovery thesis, and I think that's what we're seeing today in the analog names.
Stacey, has there been anything that you've seen at this show so far that has made you take a moment of pause, take a bit of a breath, and say, you know what, I saw something new, I learned something today that I didn't think was in my coverage universe? That's what we want to know about CES, because it is the preeminent conference of its kind in this industry.
Yeah, well, it's just gotten started, right? And so I got into town yesterday in time for Jensen's keynote. They did a financial analyst Q&A as well. And I think the biggest thing incrementally coming out of the keynote, obviously, was the details he provided on Rubin. He said it's in full production, which does suggest that they're on track, should be well on track for a second half launch and ramp. And frankly, just given some of the metrics he gave, it looks like a monster, right? So this may be part of the reason that AMD is more incrementally weaker today relative to Nvidia, maybe partially because of that. But I thought that was fantastic. There's been worry on and off, as you tend to get with Nvidia, product delays and everything like that. It looks like everything at this point is pretty much smooth sailing. And like I said, the specs that they laid out on Rubin, which I wasn't expecting them to deliver at CES, it looks really, really good, I think.
So twofold on that, Stacey. A lot of people were thinking for 2026, maybe you rotate out of an Nvidia, but they seem to be coming out with a full, kind of reason not to. But you think that their ability to outline some of those metrics is why AMD might be underperforming today?
It may be there. I think there's also incremental worries on PCs. You talked about some of the memory names. I mean, memory prices have been skyrocketing, and there's some general worries in the consumer electronics space, items that use memory, PCs and smartphones and what have you, that there could be weakness there. And I don't know that we saw a ton of new stuff like come out on the PC side that would give people more comfort on that. So I think with AMD, it's probably a combination of the two of those of those things. As it relates to Nvidia, though, I mean, you're right. Like the stock has kind of stagnated for a few months. There's been, GPU versus TPU and OpenAI versus Google and all these kind of worries. But at the same time, there's clearly an upward bias, I think, to NVIDIA numbers. The specs that they're putting out, the timing of the product ramps, I think this 2026 is going to be a very good year for them. And the stock is quite inexpensive given the growth trajectory. I don't know where it's trading now, probably low to mid 20 times forward earnings. It's by far the cheapest of any of the AI names, and I mean, it's their game to lose. I mean, it's their space. They're the clear winner at this point, and so I'm thinking this year is probably looking pretty good for them.